My dudes, the best girl in Wuthering Waves, Zani, is just around the corner. And I'm very excited for her because I am shrimping for this Italian goat. I'm just saying, she's fan-freaking-tastic. But before we get into that, I want to talk about if you should summon for Zani in general when it comes to Wuthering Waves. Now, before we get into that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And don't forget to check out GamerSupps. Use code TYSTRA for 10% off. Trust me, you will not be disappointed with the product. It's fantastic, gluten-free, keto-friendly energy. But let's go ahead and dive in first to the 4 stars of the game, and that's Yan Wu is first off. Now, Yan Wu surprisingly keeps fluctuating in regards to the tier list, and we are going to use Pridewind's tier list. I don't want anybody freaking out and being like, oh, it's not a good tier list. I think it's a good basis. I always say this. But yeah, I still think it's a decent tier list. Now, Yan Wu is back down to the niche characters. Before, I did see him a little bit on the lower end of meta, so he kind of fluctuates. But I will say that he's still a decent character to have on board, or at least get used to. He does the Thunder Wedge thing, which is pretty neato Vegito, if you ask me. But yeah, it deals electro damage. I think there's a buff of sorts that he has with one of his abilities. Yeah, so his Forte Circuit, Lightning Infused status on all nearby nearby characters, basically. So he infuses the electro status or lightning status, whatever you want to call it, which is pretty cool, I guess. Like, overall, I don't think it's like that big a deal, but Yan Wu is somebody that you're not going to be really summoning for unless you're going for his full resonance chain, and I still need, I think, 2 more. So for me, it's a thumbs up, but if you're wanting him as a character, I would highly recommend against it because he's not that great. So Yan Wu is going to be a thumbs down. Okay, that's just my opinion on it. And the same could go for Lumi. I think Lumi is a fun character to have around. She's adorable. She's cute. People love her ass. But in regards to what she's able to do, like, her kit is a little bit strange on her skill. She's able to run around really, really fast, and her little bot shoots opponents or enemies and does damage from there. Or you could switch back and just do whatever. Now, on the tier list, let's see where she's down here as well. It's pretty sad because, like, all the 4 stars on this banner are niche characters, and it sucks, man, because, like, this is not a good banner to get, like, characters in general. So Lumi, in my opinion, is still not bad to have on your account. I think overall she's okay. But definitely not somebody that you're going to be building a team around unless you really just love that character, right? Because overall she's almost doing nothing burger stuff, right? Even her resonance liberation is very small. Throw a giant squeaky at the target, dealing electro damage. That's it. That's all you're getting out of Lumi, which is pretty insane. So overall, to me, Lumi is going to get a thumbs down as well. Like, I need more Lumis again for my resonance chain stuff. So to me, like, this kind of works out just to get the resonance chain. But in all honesty, you shouldn't be summoning for Lumi. That's just my personal opinion. Then we got Taoki. Taoki is probably, outside of Zani, the hottest character on this banner. I'm just saying. She is amazing, right? And don't even get me started on, like, just how upset I am about how bad she is. Like, on the tier list, again, she's in the niche category. She's better than both Yan Wu and Lumi, but at the same time, she is just kind of there. And if you're summoning for Zani, you're already going to have a better version of this kit. Basically what she's able to do is, on her skill, she could block damage and then attack afterwards. She gets rock steady shield, which basically helps reduce damage, right? Zani already does that with her kit in general, plus all the other stuff that she's got going on. And we'll talk about that here in a bit. But Taoki, it just sucks because, again, she's a very niche character. She's not a DPS. She's basically just doing that defending, and that's it. And even then, you don't really need to when you have the dodge mechanic, and the dodge mechanic probably is a lot more effective than her kit in general. So to me, Taoki, thumbs down. It's just a thumbs down, man. It sucks because these 4 stars, you know, they could have put in, like, you know, great 4 stars, like Sanhua, but of course Sanhua was on the recent banner. Mortefi, same with Mortefi on a recent banner. Donjins on phase 2. You know, it's sad, man. It's sad. It sucks. We need more 4-star characters, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, Taoki's a thumbs down. Now let's talk about Zani. I was reading through Zani's kit here on Loot Bar, And the overall character looks great. Like, it just sucks because we're getting another spectral damage dealer, which is pretty insane. But the normal stuff is there. But let's go ahead and talk about the resonance skill and resonance liberation. If you hold the resonance skill to block, release it to attack the target, dealing spectral damage. Click normal attack within a certain time to perform a basic attack swift action, dealing spectral damage and slowing down the target. When blocking, all attacks received inflict no control effect and deal less damage. Casting the resonance skill pinpoint strike to deal spectral damage and stagnate the target, additionally reducing their vibration strength by 5%. Complete Annihilation Protocol. When Zani is not in Inferno mode and has full redundant energy, her Resonance skill is replaced by Resonance skill Complete Annihilation Protocol. Hold Resonance skill to enter the ready stance. When released or the duration ends, consume all redundant energy to cast Resonance skill targeted action, dealing spectral damage. And when on ready stance, all attacks received inflict no control effect and deal less damage. Meanwhile, consume all redundant energy to cast Resonance skill Forcible Strike that deals spectral damage and stagnates the target or staggers the target, additionally reducing the vibration strength by 5%. So what does that mean? Basically, she's able to guard, she's able to do damage, and also basically make the enemy stagger, which is pretty neat. Casting Resonance skill targeted action or Resonance skill Forcible Strike adds a stack of Scorching Ember upon the target and hit and recovers Blaze before entering Blade Wielder mode. And in Blade Wielder mode, the Spectral Frazzle damage dealt by Zani to the target is amplified by 2, which is why a lot of people want you to pair Zani with Phoebe or the Spectro Rover, which is fantastic, right? And then, of course, we get the Resonance Liberation. Between Dawn and Dusk, Reborn deals spectral damage and enters Inferno mode, increasing max Blaze from 100 to 150 and granting 50 Blaze. When in Inferno mode, the multiplier of basic attacks is increased. So it looks like Zani is going to really benefit from the skill, or not skills, but it looks like she's going to get crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage, and basic attack damage. I don't know what the fifth one is going to be. People will probably say energy regen. I don't know. It just really depends on how much energy regen she's going to need for everything, right? And then on Judgment Day, when in Inferno mode, unlock Resonance Liberation Judgment Day. If the number of Blaze is less than 30, casting Resonance Liberation Judgment Day deals spectral damage and ends Inferno mode. So you have two different ways that you could go about Zani, right? Which is pretty dang cool. So I think Zani overall has a lot of good potential. I think that she might, like, if I'm looking at the tier list, right? If I look at the tier list here, and it looks like she is going to be a damage dealer, or probably, I'm guessing hybrid, because you could use her as a defender. I think that she's going to be up here with JG, but it's going to be tough because, again, if she's going to be hybrid, then she's definitely up there, and you kind of want her to be in tandem with Phoebe. If she's going to be a DPS, then it's going to be tough again, because no matter what, you're going to want Phoebe. So you're going to, if you didn't summon for Phoebe before, you'll want to summon now. But you could also use Spectro Rover, but Spectro Rover is not as good as Arrow Rover. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. My brain is all mush with this. So to me, if I'm looking at Zani, I'm still saying must summon, because Zani is hot. Zani is mommy. Zani is a goat. Zani is a Dalian, right? She also is going to do a lot for your account in regards to, like, just being versatile with what you want. If you need somebody to be on that second slot to be the defender and doing some damage while your main DPS is working, let's see, like, you know, your Phoebes or Jinshi or something like that, then Zani's going to be great. If you need her to be the main DPS alongside Phoebe, she's going to be great. I think that regardless, she's still going to be fine. A lot of people were questioning if she's going to be good without Phoebe, but again, you don't need Phoebe. You have the Spectro Rover, you'll be fine. So overall, in my opinion, Zani is a must summon, especially for an anniversary unit. But yeah, use at your own discretion, of course. But that's going to be it for today. Like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Don't forget to check out GamerSubs again. Use code Tyser for 10% off. And let me know what you think about Zani in Wuthering Waves. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys to death. And as always, we will catch you in that next video. Please take care and be safe.